Hi. So I'm back. Straight. Love Project Day 2. Oh, things that are on my mind. I think this is a pretty good time to start to introduce the subject of my adoption. Um, One of my earlier posts, when I talked about why I'm doing this, what prompted me to do all this. I made reference to my birth mother finding me a couple of years ago, and if you're interested, I would ask you to look at that video. I tell the story of how that happened. But I want to start talking about that now. Adoption was a fact in our family's life. So I have an older sister, Karen. She was adopted. Then there's me. I was adopted. Then there's Greg. He was adopted. Then there's Tom. He was not adopted. My mom, my birth mother, Pamela McCrae. Hi, Mom. She's been doing a lot of blogging and writing and stuff about adoption, and I really appreciate that. And I've wanted to have some way of contributing to. Just got an email from my mom. All right, I'll get back to you in a minute, Mom. Contributing to the entire community of adoptees and birth parents and all of those of us who have that in common. But I want to just address this as a good place to start, is that, adoption, the question, is it trauma? I suppose it is. Yeah, I guess it really is. I know what an impact it was when my mom found me. Changed my life, so yeah. I think that I can't really speak to adoptees in general because I'm only one. I'm just me. I just had my own life experience. And in my case, I suppose, there were some unique circumstances. I mean, the parents that raised me, well, we never really, I always knew about that I was adopted. It was never talked about or addressed, and if there were any issues about being adopted, that was never explored or shared or anything. There was never any of that stuff anyways, with the Hansons. That just didn't happen. But I do know this. I felt very, very much like I didn't have like a lineage or a sense of who I was beyond my existence. I really didn't feel like a part of the family anyway. So yeah, it was tough. That was tough. I never searched for my birth parents. And I kind of was like, I didn't really see the point in doing that, I guess. And Bill and Jan never really gave me any information, which, coming from what I've learned, I think they must have had more information than they let on. I don't see how they could possibly not have had more information about who my mother is. They sure never shared that with me. And, they never said, don't search for your mother, and they never encouraged me really to do it. They weren't that interested in my life generally anyway. At least that's how I saw it. So, yeah, it was a real shock when my mom found me, and it did change my life for the better. So much for the better. My mom loves me. I love you, Mom. You are the best. There was a part of me, I think, growing up that was jealous of kids that knew they were related to their parents and to their siblings. There's a connection there, I guess, that I didn't feel. And I wanted connection. I wanted to be part of something. I talk about frequently. One of the things is my mom found me. I saw her picture, and I'd always wanted to look like someone, you know. And when I saw her picture, it was the first time in my life I saw someone who looked like me. That was so cool. Wow, was that cool. Yeah, that's as I'm going through this healing process and the reunion process and discovering who I am, and it's all tied up in my recovery from alcoholism and figuring out who I am and reconnecting with people and mending fences and making amends, letting go of hurt, feeling love, sharing love. It's all kind of something, I guess. As this project is unfolding, I'm thinking about where it's going to go. And I think it's really therapeutic and cathartic for me to be doing this. And I know that I'm going to produce quite a lot of material before this is over, if it ever ends. I don't know if it'll ever end. And so I've been thinking about what I'm gonna do with it. I hope that people will watch it and share it with each other. I hope that it inspires other people to share their love and feelings. Maybe it'll help some people heal. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with it, but I don't write. I mean, I know how to write, and I'm a pretty good writer, but I don't express myself writing. Writing is painful for me, and it's always talking speaking that is the best way for me to express myself. So this is a great medium for me, a great tool. So I'm going to be very prolific here, and I suspect that at some point I'm going to gather all this together, and I don't know what you'd call the end result: a book, an ebook, a multimedia, whatever the heck it's going to be. But I'm going to share it. I'm going to have it. I don't know. I'm a marketing guy, and so I always think of things in terms of business, and so I can always automatically start thinking about how to market something like this. And it's not my desire or my goal or my objective or anything like that. Although I suppose that my desire to help other people, if there was any commercial thing that you could do with this, I suppose I would explore that, simply because that would generate revenue that I could then use to help folks. I mean, there's so many people that need help, and that's what my life is all about right now. I belong to a church, Revive Community, here in Burlington, Massachusetts. And I love the mission of the church. It is to love God, love each other, and bless the community. That is exactly what I want to live. That's how I want to live. And Peter Dupre, who is our pastor, remarkable person. Wow, one of the most amazing people I've ever known. And he has his personal mission planting 100 churches. And he told me that it costs $150,000 to plant a church. And so I did the math, and that means that we have to raise $15 million to plant a church, to plant all those churches. Well, for what I do for a living, I can see a path to how that can happen, and so hopefully we can figure out a plan, so we can plant those churches and spread the word of hope and healing and love That would be the greatest thing ever, I think. It's certainly, I know what my life's purpose is now. I never knew before. Now I really feel I know what it is. It is to, well, it's to love and to share love and to help others, and that's what I want to do. So I'm really glad that I get a chance to do all this. This technology is amazing, that I can sit here and talk and just sort of ramble and lay out what's on my mind. I'm getting so much out of this. It's very therapeutic. I'm watching the videos myself over and over again and really liking what I'm seeing. And I would really encourage anybody who sees these to do something like this. Direct it to the people that you think about and that you love, because there's nothing like having someone tell you that they love you, and tell you what they love about you. I know that being on the receiving end of that is the greatest feeling in the world. And so part of what I'm trying to do here is express the love that I feel for individual people, and to deliver that to them, to express that to them. Hopefully it'll make them smile or feel better or feel good or whatever. So, in these days of social media and things going viral and stuff, I would love for a love project to become something that was a viral thing, that we all did this. If it doesn't, that's okay too, I suppose, but it's helping me a lot, and I'm really grateful that I get to do this. So this has been a long one. This is 12 minutes I see on the clock. So I guess I should sign off now, but more to come. God bless you. I love you all. Thank you so much. Bye.